Welcome back to the Sundays podcast, everybody.
I'm Megan.
And I'm Haley. We are joining you live today from my bedroom, both of us together.
Finally in the same spot and not over the computer, and we won't sound like my voice is overlapping like I did in the last episode.
Not that you guys can tell where we are because we have no video.
None.
Not yet anyway.
We'll figure that out eventually.
Yeah, maybe when this gets views that aren't just from us.
Yeah, there's only one on the other one, and that's little old me.
Okay, so on today's topic wheel, coming off of last week's episode, we've got cryptids, SCPs.
Yep, SCPs.
And I want to talk about irrational fears. Specifically two that plague my existence. But I don't know, what do we do first, Meg? What do we do first?
Well, I'll spin the wheel.
What do we chit-chat about first in this world? Maybe we should flip a coin.
Flip a coin?
I don't have a coin.
I don't either.
Well,
no coins.
No coins. I feel like I talked first last week, I think.
Pick a color.
I feel like you should talk first this week. Did I talk first last week? I feel like we just talked about things. But then we jumped into my thing. Yeah, because I talked about creepypastas first, and then you talked about Saw. So I think we get into your stuff.
Okay.
Cryptids!
The cryptids. Bring up my little notebook. Okay. So, cryptids, as we know, are the lovely, mythological, little creatures that we come up with.
They're my husbands and my wives.
Yes. And today I literally just wanted to bring two random ones to the table. I picked them out quite literally randomly. And whether they're interesting or not is up to you. But I have a picture of both of them. So I want to bring them up, and I'll put them on the Instagram. If I can find. Okay. So our first cryptid is the Loveland Frogman. He, as I described him, a silly little man. Loveland, Ohio is where he was found. He's a humanoid frog that stands about 4 feet. And he's not real because it's from 2016. A police officer said he was shot and killed. He shot and killed the supposed frog man.
On purpose?
Yeah, because they were hunting him.
Why were they hunting him? That was my husband, my short king.
But it was just a large iguana missing its tail. That's
all we have on the frogman?
Yeah, because it was so little that there's so little about him. There's not even photos. There is, however, this lovely photoshopped photo of him at a guardrail, which I thought was very funny.
I hit him with my car.
Yes. This photo makes me laugh every time.
Because what the hell is that? That's me after a night out. That's gonna be both of us after we go to Applebee's. Yes. That's me hunched over, throwing up over the guardrail.
It's so funny that they could have just made the frogman next to a human, but they decided to do this weird deer in headlights.
Frog in headlights.
At the guardrail, which is just...
You know, my brother, not to get off topic, but because it's still related to frogs, my brother told me that after it rains, him and my other brother, if they're driving, they will tally up how many frogs they can hit in the road. Because they're psychos.
Compared to us, when we go hiking in the rain, we pick up the little salamanders and we put them on the other side of the trail. So
yeah, we get them off the trail. My brother's fucking psychopaths.
Oh my god.
I love the frogman, though. I think we need to establish more lore for him.
We must, because...
It's just, somebody just read Frog and Toad while they were high.
Yeah.
Put that man in a sweater.
Put him in a sweater. Put him on a bike.
Put him in your folklore cardigan.
Folklore cardigan.
The Frogman is a Swiftie confirmed.
Confirmed. Frogman, I think his favorite album is definitely Evermore. Favorite song? Couldn't tell you.
I don't know enough about Taylor Swift to weigh in on this, actually.
Yeah, that's okay.
I do. That fucker, he's definitely a king at making friendship bracelets, though.
Oh, yeah. With his opposable thumbs. All of my friendship bracelets, mind you...
It's just because they all stick to his fingers.
Yeah. But, I suck at making friendship bracelets. I made none of these. For the viewers at home who cannot see, I have just a pile of bracelets on Haley's desk. ASMR.
That's gonna sound terrible.
That will. That's okay. But I have a bunch of bracelets that my little sister made because she's just, superior at making them. Let me tell you a couple of pots and pans. Now, for the Taylor Swift fans at home, Pots and Pans is Closure, because it sounds like, fans say it sounds like Pots and Pans, but it's one of my favorite songs. I have New Year's Eve Day, which is one of my favorite songs. Cow Like Me, to go with Cowboy Like Me, because I had accidentally tried to make a Cowboy Like Me bracelet and ended up putting Cow Like Me. And Happiness with a Heart.
I think I need a shirt that says Cow Like Me.
And Throwing Up and Glow in the Dark.
Ooh.
And I have an Ivy one. So, those are my bracelets. This is for a quad bracelet matching, and it's the Screaming, Crying, Throwing Up audio for Taylor Swift. Screaming, crying, throwing up, punching in the face.
I don't think I know that one.
Oh boy, I'm gonna have to show it to you afterwards.
We're gonna put a pin in that and circle back.
Yes. Okay, now my next cryptid is the Mongolian death worm. Now,
I feel like I've heard about this.
You had to have, but have you seen the episode of SpongeBob where it's the worm?
The bullworm? The Alaskan bullworm?
This is what it reminds me of. If you want a picture of what the bull...
All right.
Also...
I'll picture that huge freak.
Very little evidence.
Perfect.
Yes. But I feel like its origins are very interesting of why it came to be.
So are mine.
I'm
a cryptid.
I honestly wish we were cryptids at this point.
It would be so much better. Life would be so much easier if we were a cryptid.
I don't know. Like, Mothman's being celebrated right now.
Yeah.
So
I'd be cuddled up. I'd be bricked up with Mothman right now.
Bricked up with Mothman.
That's going to be the title of my autobiography.
That's the title of this episode.
Bricked up with Mothman. Then we've got to talk about Mothman later.
We will.
I'll pull up an article about him. Tell me about this worm.
It supposedly lives in the Gobi Desert, and Mongolian officials were discussing the worm's existence, and that's how it became to be. Was that these Mongolian, like the prime minister of Mongolia, was talking about in 1922 about this monster, that's worm that was shaped like a sausage, about 2 feet long, no head or legs, and touching them is instant death. Like, you can't touch this Mongolian death worm. No one's ever seen it, but like all of these officials of Mongolia seemed to think it was real and like described it.
Do you think they just had a shared hallucination?
Probably.
Were they doing PCP?
Probably. But like I said, there's literally no evidence. There's not even faked evidence. Like yeah, like they didn't even try to fake evidence. It was the only reason we know about this is there was an American paleontologist who retold the stories later on.
An American did something good for once.
Yeah.
Talking about worms.
Unless he was like, these bitches are crazy, and we're gonna tell you why they're crazy. They think this fucking Mongolian death worm exists.
Well, what's more crazy? Thinking that a Mongolian death worm exists, or thinking that God is real?
Ain't that just the way?
Because honestly, tomato, man. Yeah. That goes for any god or goddess throughout history, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, the whole Mount Olympus thing, they were just on that mountain. Climb it. See if they're up there. Are they chilling?
Who knows?
Lord knows I don't.
Oh,
I'm not climbing the mountain.
No, I ain't gonna be doing it either. I could barely climb the east coast part of the fucking, what is it?
Appalachian Trail.
Yeah. Can't even do that.
I could barely climb a set of stairs. And I get winded.
But that's basically what that was.
I think we need to make
more cryptids.
Yes. What's the one in Pennsylvania? Is it the squib?
Oh, the squib? Oh,
I don't think it's called the squib, but you know, it's basically just, it's crying all the time because of how ugly it is.
Oh my god, I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's actually just me walking through the state. Just crying.
The squonk!
The squonk! Yes! I knew squib wasn't right, but I knew it started with like an SQU.
This picture will... Oh my god, why is it just a pug? Why Why is it just a pug?
It is just a pug.
Are they sure they just didn't?
It's just such a baby. They just saw a baby. They saw a baby bulldog is what they did. Those little wrinkly fucks. I say that, but I love them. It's so good. That's just me.
I love
That's
it.
me after a
It's
night
just
out.
A dog. It's just a dog.
They just saw a freaky looking fucking dog.
Oh my goodness.
They saw a wrinkly dog and they decided that
Or a
they
pig.
needed to. Ooh, a pig is a good one too, especially that one picture, the drawing picture.
The drawing picture?
Yeah, because that butt looked a little bit more like a pig.
Yeah.
Butt.
It's like piggy. It's a pig.
Yeah.
It's
They just saw the wild.
Johnstown, Pennsylvania celebrates the Squonk at the Squonkapalooza in August.
Okay, so we're going next year.
Oh my god.
How far away is that?
Johnstown? I have no fucking clue, man.
Isn't Johnstown a cult?
No, Jonestown.
Joan. Fucking close enough. They're both J names. J names are toxic, guys. Side note, well, Megan's looking
4
up.
hours.
Hey, I could do that in a day.
I know you could.
We could day trip.
Me and Haley love a good day trip, even if it's a good 2 to 4 hours away. And it will be a day.
We did plan to drive 8 hours just to go see an apple cider mill and get some apple cider once.
Yes.
We never did, but I could drive 16 hours in a day and I'd be fine.
Oh yeah. Fine is what's the word? It's subjective.
Listen, you just pump me full of monster energy. Call me Kyle and give me a snapback and DC sneakers.
I'll set up the wall.
Yeah.
Punch.
Give me some sheetrock, some good drywall, unpainted. I'm putting holes in it.
Oh my goodness. We gotta go.
We do.
We gotta go to Central Pennsylvania.
Yeah, put me out there. Put me in, coach.
Put me in, coach.
That's basically Bloomsburg.
Yeah. Except not really, because Bloomsburg is 2 hours away.
Is that? I thought Bloomsburg was more central PA. Maybe it's not.
It's closer to the East Coast.
Hey,
though.
Anybody listening from central PA, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. We don't care. But it's Pennsylvania. No, you know why? Because I had to learn that West Pennsylvania is the fucking Midwest.
How?
I
know we've talked about this.
I know we talked. But
it's so stupid. Nothing about Pennsylvania is West.
No, but West Pennsylvania is the Midwest.
How come it can count as Midwest, but we can't count as New England?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
That's exactly it.
Because Pennsylvania was settled first. Well, it wasn't settled first, but it was one of the ones that was settled
it was
first.
The 16 colonies.
Yeah,
man.
13 colonies. The 13 original.
Whatever.
So
16,
we should be
13.
New England. I'm just gonna call us New England, because what the fuck else are we? Half of our state is the Midwest. Go fuck yourself. Ohio isn't the Midwest. It doesn't count. Ohio's Ohio.
But the fact that our state had to have paperwork to be a state and we just didn't hand it in.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We should just secede.
Yeah.
No, we shouldn't.
Easily.
That's a very bad idea.
I think Pennsylvania should be its own country.
I don't think so.
I think Pennsylvania has its own country. It's a great idea.
Yeah, put me in charge.
Yeah. Put us in charge.
We could run a country.
Oh yeah.
We could run a Pennsylvania-sized country.
Our old friend Joe Biden's not gonna want to get in on that one.
Who cares what Joe Biden thinks?
He's gonna try.
It's Jover.
It's Jover.
It's so Jover.
Okay, back to topic. We're gonna talk about SCPs.
The letters.
Yep, those ones. Now, these were completely random. There are so many fucking SCPs.
Yeah, do SCPs count as creepypastas?
I think so.
Because they're still internet origin stories.
Yes, they are. There's something so specific about the SCPs that I had to just talk about them separately.
Yeah.
Because the lore is so deep on these ones that there's a website for it. There's international websites for it. It is just way past I think the creepypasta. Well, also creepypasta has some website.
Yeah, creepypasta has multiple websites.
Yes, but for some reason they have just created such in-depth lore for these little creatures that supposedly the government took. That's what it is, basically. So they made government, quote unquote, government websites Let me look up the. Nope, that's not right.
SCP.gov.
What does SCP stand for again? Oh my god.
Super
Secure, contain, and protect.
cryptid pussy. I think that was too low for my mic to get. I hope it was. I hope it wasn't. I hope when you go back to edit this, you just hear it like a whisper on the wind.
Oh, a bad whisper.
A bad whisper.
But I picked two SCPs as well. The first one's SCP-497, and I first of all have to show you a photo.
Show me the photos
before I even talk about this. Again, these will all be on the Instagram.
That's just a conch shell.
Yeah. That's right.
Okay. What's in it? Secrets to the universe?
Let me tell you.
Tell me.
It's a seashell.
Okay.
Yep.
Sally's seashell that she sold by the seashore?
I'm sure it is. Because this seashell has a vendetta.
Ooh.
If you put it up to your ear, you will be absorbed. Like, if you try to listen in, you will be absorbed. Unless you have something blocking your ear or you have a hearing impairment.
Okay.
So...
deaf people winning.
Yes, obviously. And it emits a low screaming sound.
Me too.
But that's basically it. You have to be able to listen to it. Multiple, so you have to have earplugs in if you want to be near it, because if you can hear it, you can die.
So what if I've got my AirPods in?
Yeah,
but I have a microphone next to the shell, and I'm recording the audio, and then I listen to it from home. Will the shell come get me?
SCP writers, please update the log to tell me what happens.
Yes. Answer my hypothetical questions,
because it even says that someone with a hearing aid couldn't get absorbed. So I wonder.
Now, if you get absorbed, are you just in the shell?
I'm guessing.
Yeah. Are you just a little hermit crab in there?
Yeah.
Life would be good if I was a hermit crab. Find me the shell.
Find me the shell.
I want to be absorbed.
Please.
Suck me in. Sorry guys, I'm in a mood. I started my day with a monster. I am a monster. Rare.
My new cryptid. I actually just caught a cryptid. It's her. You would believe this is the Loveland Frogman.
Don't worry, kittens. I'll protect you. Me and all 4 foot of my amphibiousness will protect you, Pookie.
I didn't like that.
I don't know why. I liked it. Let me get a little close and personal with you.
Get away from that microphone. Get away. I'll protect you.
It's my microphone. I can be weird up in it. Let me be weird in the audience's ears. By the audience, I mean you when you're editing.
Me when I'm editing, I have to listen to it. I edit it all out. If you're hearing me say edit it all out,
do not.
You're welcome.
Do not edit it out.
You're welcome.
No. I need my Pookie Bears to be able to hear me.
Oh no.
I hope my boyfriend never listens to this podcast.
I hope he listens to every episode.
He didn't even ask me what the name was. I said we have a podcast, and he just looked at me.
What is the nearest form of social media that I can send every clip of you to?
Nothing. I mean, you can find him.
Yeah, he doesn't have social media, doesn't he?
No, he does.
Oh, he does?
We're Facebook official.
I'm gonna find him on Facebook. Because now
it won't be hard. Nope. He's attached to my profile.
Yep, that's right.
You'll see him.
I'll be like, I'm not gonna be weird. I'm just gonna be like, hi, I'm Haley's best friend. Looks away.
I think you need to know her on a personal level.
Yeah, and here you go. Here's the podcast if you want to listen to it.
And he's gonna break up with me.
No, I don't. I think if you were already weird now.
Yeah, but I'm not as weird as I could be.
You're right.
I will get weird with him.
You gotta get weird.
I gotta give it time. I gotta make sure that he's so attached to me.
You just tell me when, and I'll send him the podcast and the link.
Listen, you can do whatever you want. I can't stop you.
I would like to
I've talked about you a lot with him.
Really?
Yes.
Why not coming up in conversation?
Well, because who else am I supposed to talk about? He talked about his friends, and I go, oh yeah, my best friend, my one and only friend in the universe, my one confidant.
My best friend.
Let me tell you about my best friend.
Copyright strike. Okay.
Hey, whatever company
No.
owns that song.
Whatever company, you can take the money. We don't need it. You're not going to make any.
The no money that we're making from this. You would actually lose money striking this podcast.
Yeah. To get a...
Because I'd come rob you.
We will be at your house. Don't worry about that.
I've got your IP address.
If you send us any email, we got you.
I'll dox you. I won't dox you.
Doxing is bad.
We should talk about Sniper Wolf.
Oh my god. Okay, what I'm done here.
After your SCP.
Last SCP. SCP-559 is...
My angel number.
What?
I said my angel number.
It might be. It is a round vanilla birthday cake.
I can make one of those.
This one I like. If the candles are lit and placed in the cake, they cannot be extinguished unless it is your birthday.
Honestly, that would work for so many older siblings everywhere.
Yes.
With their shitty younger siblings that want to blow out their birthday candles and then throw a fucking fit.
Apparently it also works if their birthday falls on that day, which I don't know what that means, and I didn't elaborate. I don't know if it meant, like, the number day?
Like the number of candles?
Falls on that day? The number of candles does come into play. Because their age will change with how many candles are on the cake for 24 hours. So their age will change for 24 hours, depending on how many candles are on the cake.
So if I only put 2 candles on this cake
Yes.
for somebody that's turning 40...
Yeah, they will turn 2 for 24 hours.
Damn.
They have apparently they've tried it with 500 candles, and people have died. Obviously.
Did they come back?
Nope. Once you die, you die.
Oh, once you die in video games, you die in real life.
Yeah.
If you die in Minecraft, you die in real life.
If you die from
Insert gunshot here.
Insert.
Insert. Insert gunshot here.
My brain don't work. God damn it.
It's because you're too close to me.
No, my brain hasn't been working all fucking week.
It's because I said Pookie Bear.
No.
I wish you guys could see her face every time I say Pookie Bear.
I hate it.
She hates me by extension.
No. Incorrect. But yes, they have tried I think they said up to 500. Some people did make it and some people didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Guess it depends on who you are, I guess.
Damn, I'm just built different.
You
Put
know?
500 candles in my cake, I'd come back. I'd stay alive.
I would die, hopefully.
Not hopefully. By the way, this podcast sponsored by BetterHelp. No, it's not. We would never support BetterHelp.
Unless
No.
a couple thousand in my inbox.
BetterHelp supports Israel.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know if that picked up. I kind of
Fucking-
hope it doesn't because I don't
want to be doxxed, actually.
Yeah.
I'll mute that part. Okay, that is all of my cryptids and SCPs. All of which photos will be up on the Instagram.
Yeah. Go look at them. Go look at the squonk.
Squonk.
Pennsylvania represent. We've got the squonk and John Fetterman.
It is John Fetterman, the squonk.
Yo, maybe. I don't think he cries enough.
It's very funny to say. I don't think he cries enough.
Cry more, John Fetterman.
I want to see some tears.
Cry for the liberals.
Blue-haired liberals.
He can't be a blue-haired liberal. He's bald.
He's bald and he's torturing people that have hair.
Okay.
It's your turn.
My turn So I want to chat. Well, I want to circle back to the Sniper Wolf situation because I think that's. I want a character AI with Simon Ghost Riley.
Simon Ghost. Is that Ghost's real name?
Simon Riley, yeah.
I feel like you should.
Yo, you've been thirsting over a man named Simon this whole time. How do you feel?
Bad, honestly. I wish his name was just Ghost.
Well,
but sadly, there's a man underneath the mask.
There is always a man underneath the mask. Boring.
I want his face to be Ghost. Can't you get that surgically done?
I think he can't.
Me to my next boyfriend.
It probably smells fucking wicked under that mask.
Oh yeah.
His and Koenig's.
Oh my god.
You know. Oh, it's musty.
Musty does.
It's mildewy.
I make my boyfriend.
They've got mushrooms growing under there.
Future boyfriend surgically put a ghost mask onto your face.
The mask stays on while you're meeting my parents.
Especially my parents.
That would be so fucking funny though, dude.
Hello. Oh, we're here.
It just went to sleep because we didn't jiggle the mouse.
Jiggle the mouth.
I can't talk, man. I got problems talking.
I
got problems squonking.
I want to get a squonk shirt now.
I want to get a squonk plushie. Give me a wet, wrinkly plushie.
Wet, wrinkly.
Ew.
Now that reminds me of the Hannah Montana boot pillow, where she filled it with milk. It's remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad.
Ew.
Okay, back to Sniper Wolf.
Okay. I want to circle back to Sniper Wolf. I want to talk about irrational fears, and specifically these two that I have. I know I have more, but I can only conjure up these two in my mind. So the one I think that I told you about, first of all, irrational fears, for anybody that don't know, is just things that you really shouldn't be afraid of because it's such a low probability of these things happening or affecting your life. But if you ask Google, like I Googled examples of irrational fears just to try and remember something, and Google put spiders up there. Spiders is a perfectly rational fear because they're everywhere and they can hurt you.
Yeah, some of them are poisonous, and you don't.
A lot of them are poisonous.
Yeah, and sometimes you don't know.
And sometimes you don't know you've been bit till it's too fucking late.
Mm-hmm. It's absolutely awful.
Terrible. But so my first irrational fear, I feel like I told you about, involves semi-trucks.
I think you have.
Like I am so afraid anytime I'm on the road next to a semi-truck that the trailer part is just gonna fall over onto my car. And it's so stupid. I don't think that's ever happened to somebody.
No.
But I'm so afraid that it's going to happen to me.
You're going to be the first
I'm going to be the first, and it's going to kill me, and that's how I'm going to go out, and you're going to have to put a picture of a semi-truck on my tombstone.
Oh my god, have I told... Okay.
My funeral will be sponsored by American Truck Simulator.
American Truck I want to drive a Haley truck in American Truck Simulator.
Like the fucking little baby car in GTA that you can mod in. You gotta stretch my face over a semi-truck. Put me over a Peterbilt.
Okay, back to funerals and things that are gonna be on.
Okay.
Oh my god. Okay, so sadly, my coworker's father, I have two coworkers, brother, sister, their father just died.
R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P. Really sad. But when things like that happen, in my household, me and my sisters, we get on the topic of what we would want before, like, after we die. Because I have made it very clear that nothing dramatic happens to me, I just want to be cremated. But if something really, really dramatic happens, I want a tombstone, and I want it to be on the tombstone.
Fuck yeah.
Because I was like, I want to be remembered very publicly.
Yes.
As someone who did something fucking wacky. But I was like, most likely, well, you can cremate me. But then, me and my little sister were talking with my older sister in the room. And I was like, what do you think about me being sent to a taxidermist, get my bones cleaned, and I get to hang up in one of your houses?
Can I put your bones on my car antenna?
Yes! Because
there better not be a world where you die before me. I will resurrect you.
After I said that, Tara was like, I actually do want to die before you. Because she was like, I don't want to experience your bones hanging up in anyone's house.
I'll put your bones
because that's
in my
legal.
house.
That's perfectly legal.
Can I make a necklace out of your kneecaps?
Yes. You can. Like, that's perfectly legal.
I can put your patellas in an eye patch.
Hell yeah. Well, I was actually going to send you my resin-covered heart. But
my table centerpiece?
Yes, like a paperweight.
My
best friend.
I take your real heart to my desk job. Use it as a paperweight.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking crazy.
That would be
You
crazy.
can't die before me. That's not allowed. As much as I would love to have your bones.
Well, my bones might be going to Jordan only because she was like, I want to put a funny hat on it.
Okay. But can we have shared custody of your bones?
Yeah.
Because I want to hold your skull and give the to be or not to be speech.
Yes, perfect. I would love to see it. I would love that. I just hate that it's perfectly. You can sell bones.
We can.
Like, it's perfectly legal.
We can put your bones on puppet strings.
That's what I said. That's actually what I said. And I was like, can we do little funny dances?
Yeah. Jordan and I can put on a puppet show with your bones and whatever one of her friends dies first. Morbid.
But that's what happens. Like, we're just sitting here because my little sister just donated blood. So we got into the topic of how she's our little blood bank. Because she has O positive blood. So
that's such a funny nickname.
Yeah.
Oh, my little blood bank.
That's what
if I ever dated a vampire, I want them to call me that. Edward Cullen, hit me up.
Edward Cullen, do not. Do not hit up.
Yeah, that's right. What was his name in the Volturi? Alec.
Yeah. It was just a boring ass name.
He was. Honestly, I read so much fucking Twilight fanfiction. All about the Volturi guys.
I can't read about books or movies.
Who's the other guy? There was Alec, and then there was a big tough guy, and then they had the Seeker guy in the Volturi. Hold on, I gotta pull this up.
A little intermission.
Little intermission about me thirsting over Twilight characters.
But like, what would you want done with your bones, to be honest? What better than to send it to a taxidermist to have them cleaned?
Dimitri.
Oh.
He's their tracker guy.
Oh yeah. Head.
I read so much fan fiction about this motherfucker. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
No questions.
I looked at the picture and became aware that he's not attractive. I just like a story about a man that'll follow me all over the earth. I don't know. I just
the idea. It's so funny because the idea of anyone following Haley, back to irrational fears, she gets so upset about anyone.
I do. I'm so skeeved.
It's not irrational either.
That's a perfectly rational fear.
Because there was a man.
There was a man that threatened me outside of a mall when I was with Megan, and then he continued to threaten me online, and then he went and he shot somebody for real.
Yeah, for real. So it's not irrational. It's a very rational fear.
It's very
but
rational.
It's funny because Haley literally thinks someone is like outside her house if she's just like in that mindset.
Yeah. I couldn't fall asleep the other night because it was the first night that I was back in my apartment from like staying with my boyfriend for 2 weeks. And I couldn't fall asleep because every fucking creak I was like, I'm naked in this bitch and somebody broke in. My first night back and somebody broke in.
When Haley first got the apartment, she had to check every crevice of this place every night.
Oh, I fell asleep crying every single night. I had to double check that all my windows were locked. I had to triple check that my doors were locked. I had to check every closet, behind my shower curtain, behind every door. Oh, it was bad.
Yep. So,
the fact that I search out stories about men being obsessed with me.
Only to then, if she had someone obsessed with her and following her to the end
because
of the
it's a consent thing, you know?
It is. You're right.
Because I can read about it because it's not real.
Yes.
If it is real,
it's a good boy. Do not do that.
No, please no. I get restraining order. I fake my death and move cross country.
We think a minute.
But because that wouldn't work with Dimitri from the Volturi because he can just fucking sniff you out because he's the world's greatest tracker.
He's the world's greatest German Shepherd.
That's why he's just a cop dog. He's a vampire cop dog.
Cop dog.
Fuck.
He's a personified cop dog.
I can't. Damn. He's just a cop. Fuck. I'm not into it anymore. I can't believe I was swayed by a policeman. I'm no better than those white girls on TikTok that are like, "Ew, he's tall."
He's tall and he's strong.
Did you see that?
No.
There was a video going around of like girls that got like pulled over. I don't even know. They were with a cop and he was like attractive for a cop, I guess. But he was tall. And the girls in the comments were like, OMG, I'd fold so fast. I'd let him arrest me. And it's like a girly pop.
That's going on your record.
Disgusting. You don't want to date a cop. You just don't want to date a cop. Well, wait, irrational fears. My other irrational fear. Now that we've I've just had a moment of truth here, a moment of truth finding. I am deathly afraid of showing up to work and my pants being off. Let me explain. I know I put pants on. I will be outside between my front door and my car, and I will have to look down and put my hands on my pants, because if I'm not feeling them up against my skin, I'm like, my pants aren't on.
This is extremely irrational.
I've never had
I would hope you put pants on before you leave.
I always do. I have never left my house without putting pants on. But just earlier this week, what prompted me to tell you that I wanted to talk about irrational fears this week? I was at work. I stood up from my desk, and I was afraid that I thought my pants were gone. I thought my pants were off because I couldn't feel them up against my skin.
Please.
And I actually, like, my chest sunk, and I was like, I had to look down and grab my pants to be like, you have pants on. This plagues my life so often. I've never left my house without pants on, and once a week I have this freak out because I think my pants are off. They're never off. They're always on. I always have pants on. And you know what the craziest thing? If I wear a dress, or I wear shorts, or I wear a skirt out, I'm fine. I don't have pants on. I'm not freaking out about it. I have pants on, and I'm freaking the fuck out about it. I'm freaking out about it at work.
This is the most irrational fear I've ever heard of.
Isn't it?
But even the tractor trailer one, I'm like, that's fine. Like, I feel that. Like, I feel like...
Because tractor trailers are scary.
They are scary. It's
but my
like,
fucking pants?
This is irrational.
I've never even had a dream where I went to work without my pants on. I don't know where this comes from.
I don't know what my irrational fear is. I guess it's just driving.
A fear of driving is so rational.
It is rational.
Because people should be more afraid of driving.
It should not be a skill. Harkening back to the, what is the skit name? Not everyone knows how to do everything. What is that?
Oh, I know what show you're talking about. Because it's the 55 burgers, 55 fries, 55...
Yes.
Yeah. We all know it. We know, like, we've seen it.
We've seen the man. But that skit is literally just me.
Yeah.
Not everyone knows how to do everything.
Yes. Well, you are actively behind the wheel of a car.
Yes. Just grab the wheel.
Yeah. That makes sense. Being afraid of driving makes sense. Being afraid that your pants are just gone while you're at work. Who would have taken my pants? I didn't take them off.
Oh, I guess my irrational fear is that every time it rains, someone gets in a car accident.
I feel like that's also rational, though, because people hydroplane.
But the thing is, it's every time. Like, I get a panic attack. That's why it makes it irrational. It's not like...
Okay.
I feel like I have to literally call my family. Be like, are you okay? Cool? Cool.
One by one?
Yeah. So...
You slide off the road? No? Great.
No, you're cool.
Don't
do that. That's why I had to get Life 360 for Taylor at one point. Because I literally... It was raining, and I was like, how do I know she's okay? I can't call her because if she's driving, she's not going to answer.
And if she hydroplaned and she's in a ditch somewhere, she's not going to answer you.
So I was like, whoop, I got to figure that one out.
Okay, I think that's rationally irrational.
It is.
Irrational.
Like, it's a rational thought to be like, oh, it's raining. The comparison of, or like the, what is it called? Like combining of the two, thinking that every time it rains.
Somebody's gonna get in an accident, but also the fear of just being in a car, or driving. I think those are intertwined.
Yes, those are my fear is car. Car scared me.
That is.
You are in a bullet of metal.
Yes.
You are going down the road.
And you are on the road with other bullets of metal. And you don't know what they drive like. No. You don't know what their reaction times are. You don't know how much they care that they could kill you.
I get that, like, they tell you, like, you have to, what's the word? You have to watch and guess what their next move is going to be. Basically,
you have to pay attention to so much.
But I'm not a fucking mind reader.
No, and
I don't know.
You can't even trust people. We all know this. You can't trust people on the road to signal the correct way because they don't. And sometimes people just don't pay attention. They're on their phone. They start drifting into your lane. Yeah. And then I never use my horn.
No, she doesn't. I tell her every time. I sometimes even use my sister's horn because I'll reach over and, like, if someone's in the way. Taylor just started using her horn. The thing is, Taylor doesn't react.
No.
I
react just the wrong way.
I have two different people in my life. One reacts a lot and doesn't use her horn. The other reacts none and doesn't use her horn. So my sister will just blank stare and just like someone could be like almost running into her and she's like, I'm like, good fucking Lord.
Do something. Jesus is not taking your wheel right now, dude.
And yelling at them, they can't hear you.
I hope that they see me though. I
want to put a microphone, like a megaphone, top of your car with like a thing so you can
like
yell. Yes. So you can yell at them because they can't hear you.
But sometimes they don't hear your horn.
That's why you.
Yeah.
You have to like.
I gotta put a foghorn horn in my car.
You do. You gotta put something in there loud enough for them to hear. But goddamn.
Yeah.
Also, LED lights.
Awful. LED lights. I have LED lights in my car.
Yes, I know.
And sometimes, but they're from the factory. It's not like I put them in there. It's a newer car.
I think they should be illegal.
Yeah. Or at least, like, we can make them not so bright.
Yeah.
But especially, like, it doesn't help when you've got trucks that turn their fucking high beams on behind you. Yeah. And also they put those LED light bars across the top and the bottom of their truck, and then they're just blinding you. You don't need to see that much.
They should all be illegal. Oh my god, when I was at work, I saw a car, and it had a fucking, like spotlight on the top of their car. Like, I was like, it was night out. And I was like, did the sun come out again? Because it was so fucking bright, it literally lit up the entire back parking lot.
Yeah.
I was like, what do you need to see?
I think it's crazy. I think it's crazy that stuff is legal, but tinting your windows too dark is illegal.
That is crazy to me. I feel like tinting your windows shouldn't be illegal because the lights should be. There's some lights that should be illegal. Colored lights are technically illegal, but they never catch you on it.
Do you know you can't put Christmas lights on the outside of your car because there's red and blue lights on Christmas lights, and they will.
Well, you can get non-red and blue Christmas
They'll
lights.
charge you for impersonating a police officer. If you put a string of Christmas lights in your car.
If anyone thought I was a police officer
with a fucking Christmas tree throwing up,
they thought I was the Christmas police because Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, it's illegal to put a string of Christmas lights on your car if there's red and blue in them because it's impersonating a police officer, which is fucking insane. There's also green and orange and yellow.
Yes, and you can also buy them without the blue and red too.
Yeah. Which fucking, that's so stupid. Cops are stupid.
Some laws are dumb. I'm not going to be
they are really
libertarian
dumb
about it because they're like, we shouldn't have seatbelts. And I'm like, hello?
We didn't have seatbelts in the beginning, and it was dangerous.
It was bad.
That's why they put the seatbelts in there.
Yeah. When we had seatbelts, we were fine. I'm like, no, you weren't. That's
you
why
were
they
literally dying.
Yes. They're like, car seats, we don't need them. I'm like, yeah, you do.
Put your newborn just on the floor.
Just let them roll around.
Like, do you think they actually do that?
I genuinely believe it.
They might, but they're stupid.
They are dumb. Don't do that. Like, the libertarian mind confuses me.
So many minds confuse me.
But specifically them. But, some things I'm like, oh, it's just pure hatred. But sometimes it's just
pure stupidity. It's pure, where did you get your public education?
And then they're like, we don't need licenses to drive. Oh, yeah,
yes, you do.
Oh, yeah, you do.
There's a reason people fail. And also at 65, 70, 75, like, once you reach retirement age, I think you should have to retake your driver's test. Like,
yes.
maybe every 5 years.
Yes.
Maybe every 10.
And, like, you should be mandatory eye doctor. Mandatory eye doctor. Because my grandfather went to the eye doctor.
Fucking ear, like your hearing,
yes.
You should have it all checked.
My grandfather has cataracts like no one else. And for some reason, he still had his license. Don't know how. But eventually he went to the eye doctor recently after he had his heart attack. And they were like, yeah, you're not driving anymore. And he was really pissed about it. But I'm like, yo.
Like,
I get
makes sense.
Yes, like, you cannot be driving. He rear-ended someone at my job because he usually goes there to, like, pick stuff up. And he rear-ended someone because he wanted
Because you can't fucking see.
Yes.
And all the safety equipment in the world can't help you. But it doesn't help that a lot of old people, like, are so independent,
yes.
which is fair. But you have to be able to let yourself be taken care of again.
Yes. And also, the fact that it's so hard for elderly to get things, to be able to, like nursing homes, I don't know. I think they should be free. I don't think you should have to pay to go to a nursing home.
Oh, I thought you just meant that old people should, like, roam free.
No.
Because that's funny.
No,
That's libertarian.
Nursing homes should be, like, you shouldn't have to pay for them. I don't feel like that's something, I feel like it's the safety of our society. I feel like it's the safety of our elderly.
Yeah, and also, the worst people on the earth shouldn't be allowed to work there.
No. And because, like, there's so little screening for it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also because a lot of people don't want to do that. Because I have 2 people at my job who used to work at a nursing home.
Mm-hmm.
Our breakfast cook sister now works there as a cook. And she was like, yeah, they used to be, like, really crazy. Mm-hmm. And she was like, I loved all the people I work, like, that were there. But there are some people who, like, it felt like they were purposefully being really mean. And she's like, I know they weren't. They're just old.
Yeah. And also, I'm sure it doesn't pay well.
No.
Which sucks. That is a job that should pay well.
Yeah.
Any kind, because I would consider that social. I would consider that a social service.
Yes, but the place that they worked actually did pay pretty decently.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely better than where I work right now. But like the one waitress, the one who's pregnant right now,
mm-hmm.
she used to work there, and actually, fun story. She was talking to the other workers out front because they had some downtime, but they had a customer waiting to order, but they were,
mm-hmm.
oh, we need time.
Mm-hmm.
So they were talking about how she was like, I really liked working at the nursing home and stuff, but the sundowners got really crazy, and I had to eventually quit because it was just so stressful.
Yeah.
And the guy said, he was like, I'm getting up, I'm leaving.
Oh yeah.
Did I tell you this one?
You did.
Yeah, and he was like, this is so disrespectful. He's like, my dad is in a nursing home right now, and he has dementia. And she was like, okay. She was like, I never said that. I was like, I hated my job or I hated the people there. It's just like they sundown.
Yeah,
like,
and it's sad.
It is really sad, but it's like, but it's part of the thing.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't think you are allowed in that specific instance. If it's somebody saying that they didn't like the job because, the elderly people got mean,
mm-hmm.
I don't think it's fair to judge those people for their reactions or how they feel about that job if you yourself have never done it. Now, if the person that is taking care of your elderly family member is genuinely abusive, then yes, absolutely beat the shit out of them.
Yes.
But if it's just somebody venting about the job, like, hey, I love every part of my job.
And also, she doesn't work there anymore.
Yeah.
She said, she was like, it got too stressful, so I quit.
Which is very fair.
Yes. That's a good reason. You don't stay at a job that you think is stressful and then take it out on the people there.
Yeah.
Like, that, she took the responsibility of being like, this job wasn't for me.
Yeah, and like, you are not caring for your loved one yourself, so you don't have any room to talk. You put them in a home.
Mm-hmm. And
not that there's anything wrong with putting somebody in a home.
No shame with putting anyone in a home. Because
not at all.
I feel like that should be just normalized because I don't feel, like I said, I think nursing homes should be free.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that people shame, like, it's just like not the shame of like, you can't always take care of someone. Like, you are going to have your own life eventually.
No.
And like, you should definitely visit your family.
Yes, you don't just put them there and then forget about them.
Yeah.
Because it is so it is so ingrained in American culture that once you are no longer productive to yourself or to your family or to society, that you are just forgotten about.
Yeah.
And that is sad.
Mm-hmm.
I think because that's why, like, I think that is part of why, like, putting your family members in a home is so stigmatized, but so is the fact that, like, it doesn't help that there are so many horror stories out there about, like, your family members being abused by those that are supposed to care
But
for
that's
them.
why you visit them and be like, hey, is everything going okay?
Yeah. You
I'm gonna
work
look at
it
the cameras.
into your routine. Like, when my great-grandmother was dying, because she had breast cancer
Mm-hmm.
that she did not tell anybody about until it was way too late. Like, she didn't even tell anybody. My great aunt walked into the room while she was changing and just saw how many bruises were all over, and then forced her to go to the doctor and say something about it. It was stage 4 at that point. Like, it had metastasized into her bones and her brain. But she moved in with my grandmother and my grandfather because nobody else wanted to take care of her.
Yeah.
And then, of course, everybody had opinions on how well my grandma was doing with her, but they didn't want to fucking step up. Nobody else in my grandma had living relatives. She still has living relatives, but, like, her sisters and her brother did not provide any financial support for my grandma at that time. They didn't provide any emotional support for my grandma at that time, but it was laborious. They had to redo everything in their life. They had to expand their bathroom to be able to fit a chair, and they had to put the toilet thing that you put in the living room, because my great grandma couldn't always make it to the bathroom.
Yep.
And you have to, every time they get up, you have to pick them up, you have to help them.
Yep.
And that it takes a lot, because there's caregiver fatigue.
Yes.
And it takes a lot out of you.
And then when you aren't the caregiver anymore, it's like, now I have to go back to normal life.
Yes.
And what do I do? And then you're obviously dealing with both the trauma of taking care of someone and basically watching them deteriorate.
Yes, especially, like, when you're in a hospice home.
Yeah.
Like, that, you have to be a different kind of strong to do that.
Yeah. And it's a lot of older women, a lot of people who have already lost a lot of people in their life. You'll realize that.
Or just people that have, it is very sad that, like, a lot of women, when they get, like, a terminal diagnosis or a very seriously like ill diagnosis, part of what they're warned about is if they have a living spouse, the fact that their spouse may leave them.
Yeah.
Like, that's so fucking sad, because it doesn't happen to men.
No. Because, like, women usually will almost always stay.
Yes.
Because they're like, oh, I have to take care of him. Like, that's my job. Because also we are given that role of, this is your job as a wife.
This is because you're a caregiver as a woman.
And a man should never be a caregiver. They're the breadwinner.
But you both took vows through sickness and health, which is why I think marriage means nothing.
Exactly.
Because I shouldn't say marriage means nothing, because for a lot of people it does mean everything, and there are a lot of very happy, healthy couples out there that are married and they stay married till the end of the fucking time. But there are so many more couples out there where they take those vows and they say through sickness and health, I will be there for you, I will love you, I will cherish you, and they fucking don't. And, like, we're supposed to want to get married. We're supposed to want to get married and help the birth rate in America with these men that fucking suck. These men that think they could go overseas, by the way, and find a better wife because women overseas are better. Their dads want you to have land and cattle and money. You're broke.
Yeah. I love American men that are like, she only wants me for my money, and he's working like...
And he's broke. She has more money than him.
Yeah.
And, like all
you
women
have
want
jobs.
women just want you to be nice to them. We just want you to be nice. Every once in a while, bring flowers home. Any men that listen to this, and I'm sure it's going to be absolutely none, but on the off chance that a man does listen to this, if your girlfriend or your partner says she doesn't want flowers, she's lying. Get her flowers once. And if it's not flowers, get her something. Just a little gift to say, hey, I'm thinking about you. I think about you in my everyday life, and I got you something. Because it's not hard.
Even if you, like, fucking pick flowers off the side of the road. Honestly.
Yes, that's so romantic.
Yes. Being like, I saw these flowers and I had to give them to you.
Yeah, they were so
perfect.
They were so pretty. I thought of you. It's not a lot. I got what I could. Just something. It's
And yes, there are going to be women who are like,
there are going to be pick-me women out there that are going to, well, I don't
because
need flowers.
You created
I don't want
that. You created that.
And then they don't even pick the fucking pick-me women. Look at Pearl.
Yes. You could have a pick-me. Easily.
You could have so many pick-me's, but you don't want them because they suck.
Yeah. You want women that are going to validate you and tell you that you're great and they want an alpha and you're an alpha and blah blah blah. They're not good.
They're not the women that they go after either.
No.
Because alpha, I hate to use these terms, but alpha men do tend to want to go after alpha women.
Yeah.
I'm putting quotes around these, but alpha women, a lot of women aren't into it. Because women are so much better at being alone too than men are. Because women, if we're alone for too long, we pick up a new hobby. We start watching a show that's got 20 seasons. We start, we hang out with our friends more. We do community things. We find things to do. Men that are alone for too long, they start to hate women.
Yeah.
And they start to, they get fucking extremist ideologies. And there's like no bounce back. It's all fucking red-pilled incel behavior.
Yep.
And then you have the alpha male fucking bullshit like your Andrew Tates and everybody else in the world, and those men suck. There's no redemption for those men.
Nope. Because like once you're in, I mean, there is some like what's it called, you can definitely be words, Megan,
redeemed.
Yeah, like redeemed eventually. Like there are some men who are like, but it has to be from a man.
Yes, you have to recognize too that you are the problem, and it's not that women don't want nice guys, because you are not nice.
But if a woman is telling you these ideologies, they don't take it. But once a man who is conventionally attractive,
yes, a man that they would look up to, a man that they would think is an alpha male,
yes, unless it's from him, they will not take it.
No, but they also have to be you have to start with being self-aware, because there are a lot of very alpha coded men out there that are so nice and they're so good to women, and they know what they have to do and they will say what they have to do, and then you have these alpha men like fucking middle schoolers going, you don't know what's real, you don't know women.
But these same men are being, well, quote unquote men are saying like, I want a woman who's gonna stay home and cook.
But they don't want to provide.
I can't be the only one making money.
Yes.
So what do you want me to do?
And like, there are so many men out there that they want to have kids. They want to spread their seed, which is a disgusting way to put it. I fucking hate that some men say that. I hate that a lot of men say that. But they want to have kids and they want to settle down. But they don't. They want to have a trad wife, but they do not want to support that wife, and they don't. You can't. Because, I could be a great traditional wife. I do not give a shit. I will sit home. I will cook for you. I would make your meals. Respect me as a partner.
Yep.
Respect me as a person and help. Carry your weight. You want to be a provider? Fucking provide.
I told you, during COVID, I was at my peak. I didn't have to work. I was like the most helpful, most productive I've ever been. I had to go back to work and I fucking flopped.
Yes.
I can't do anything. I'm basically like home. I'm bedbound by the time I'm out of work. But like, it's just like awful. I could be a trad wife.
Yeah, we both picked up. We got back into things heavy. I was cooking a lot more. I got into bread making.
Yeah, I was cooking more because I didn't have to cook at my job. And
I think maybe more me than you, but like we both got like heavy more into crocheting over the COVID. Yeah. And then like that's like we picked up hobbies and we were having fun.
Yes.
And like I don't care.
Yeah.
Cuz I could go out and work or I could stay home. And there are a lot of women that feel exactly the same way, and they would stay home for you, but you suck.
Yeah.
And also the amount of men that will ask for an open relationship because they're just bored. God. And then because they want to have an affair with their secretary or a girl that they work with or a girl that they know, and then they do that, but they don't think that their partner's going to. Yeah. And the amount of times that it works out so much better for the woman, and when she's going on dates, the man gets pissed. I read those stories, I eat them up. They are my favorite story. I don't ever want that to be my story, but I love hearing about it. I love reading about it. I especially love reading about it from the men's perspective.
Oh yeah, and
when they're like, I never thought, because she's 42, she's at the end of her life. Like, fuck you. Because guess what? Your wife's still hot.
Yeah.
You're not.
I don't know what to tell you. Kids in college love a MILF.
They do. Kids in college, they love a MILF. And the girls in college are not going to want you. You want to know why? Because you suck. You smell bad. You've got bad personal hygiene. Nobody likes a beer belly.
And also, girls in college are meant, they think they're meant to find their one true love, so that's what they're looking for.
Yes, they're not looking for...
And unless you have money, they don't want you.
Yes, and you probably don't have money.
No.
And, it's so there's something so karmic. It's
Poetic even.
cosmic justice.
Yes.
If you as a man ask for an open relationship thinking that your wife is going to just be sitting home sad and alone while you're out fucking somebody, and you think it's so much funnier too when the men think that they're going to hit it off so great and then they never do, but their wife will download Tinder and within 5 minutes can have a hookup lined up.
Because I don't know if they realize this, women aren't as into the hookup culture. I mean, and not anymore, I think. I feel like it's like going away.
It is.
But it's also the women they want aren't into hookup culture.
No.
That's more like it's the women they want to be fucking aren't into that hookup culture.
Or it's women they want to fuck are into hookup culture, they're just not into them.
Yes, literally. Like, but there are so many more men who are willing to be like, yeah, I'll fuck you. Like, I just feel like there's so many more.
And if you look at, like, I'm pretty sure the statistics on dating apps do back up the fact that there are, I think, at least twice as many men on dating apps as women. So, like, women do get to be selective. And even myself, as, you know, I say I'm plus size. Like, I've got to shop in all the fucking plus size departments. I'm not the most conventionally attractive, but every time I've downloaded Tinder, within an hour, I already have at least 3 guys asking to hook up.
That's how I am.
And it's so...
Except for the fact that I don't swipe right on anyone because I'm picky.
I swipe right on anybody that I think would swipe right on me just because I want to be right.
I used to do that, but then I think
you get a lot of bad men.
Yeah, the men that tend to swipe right on me are kind of I don't know what I attract, but
I think we both attract Republicans.
We do,
and really emotionally unavailable men.
Yeah,
just bad all around.
Not good. I can't say my track record has been 100% on that one.
I'm only batting a little better right now because of my current situation.
Yep. But that really,
before though,
it is that our own personalities and choices.
I think unfortunately it's because we're fixers. We are attracted to a broken man.
I do like to watch a 5-hour YouTube video about home renovation. So
yeah, we are.
I want to home renovate this man.
Call us fucking Bob the Builder, bitch.
Or Fix It Felix, because I want to fix this man.
We are the Fix It Felix to your Wreck-It Ralph.
Sadly, Wreck-It Ralph.
Wreck-It Ralph was so much better. I want a Wreck-It Ralph. That is the peak male physique.
It honestly is, though.
It is. Big, sweet. Oh, I'm not getting... I can't... I want to
fuck Wreck-It Ralph.
I was gonna say I want to take Wreck-It Ralph to my penthouse and freak it.
Oh my god. I take this picture and then I take it to my penthouse and I freak
it. I love when she breaks out into fucking gorilla noises. Like, and anytime that she'll be like...
Brittany Broski, by the way.
Brittany Broski is my fucking president.
Yes, Brittany Broski, when she talks, it's just gold.
It's
gold out of her mouth.
I am built in Brittany Broski's fucking honor. I am in her image. But anytime that she'll be talking and then she just turns away and goes, "Can I just shut the fuck up? Can I shut the fuck up?" I love it. I fucking cackle. Or anytime she goes, "Ooh, ooh, 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 ah!" Fucking sorry about the monkey noises, the fucking dragging her fucking knuckles on the ground. Dude, that is me. I have never felt more represented than anybody with fucking Brittany Broski. Nobody speaks to my soul like her. She is me. I am her. I don't believe in parasocial relationships. I don't have a parasocial relationship with anybody but her. That's my best friend.
Oh my god.
Oh, I want her to be my mother.
Mother me.
I want her to mother. I want to make cocktails with her.
Oh my god.
I want to get drunk with Brittany Broski.
Oh my god, her recent episode with the fucking Mai Tai.
Yes. Oh I love her, and she's so pretty, dude.
She is.
So fucking pretty. She is it.
She's the it girl.
She's that girl.
She's the it girl.
She is that bitch. And anybody that says otherwise can, I don't know, die.
I don't know. Die?
Yeah, drop off the face of the planet, shoot yourself at the fucking sun, get off of Brittany Broski's Earth. This is Broski Nation, and I will nuke you.
Nuke 'em. Bomb them.
Bomb them. Keep bombing them.
What were we even talking about?
I don't know. We are at an hour and 4 minutes, and I still want to talk about Sniper Wolf and how
Then do
fucking
it.
crazy she
Do it.
is. But do you know all the lore?
Yes.
Okay. For anybody that doesn't and has been living under a fucking rock, Sniper Wolf is crazy. She's fucking psycho. She's also one of the laziest creators on the planet.
And YouTube loves her.
YouTube fucking slurps her up like fucking chicken noodle soup on a cold winter day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it sucks. And she doxed Jax Films, a creator who has been on the platform, loyal to the platform for 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
Who, by the way, hasn't, because she said he's bullying her. He hasn't been bullying her. He is criticizing her in a fun way.
Yes.
He is adding to her content in a way that she wouldn't even be able to fucking dream of.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, like, it is genuinely so sad to see what YouTube has come to.
Yeah.
Especially after being on it ourselves for so long.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's so sad. Because I've been a supporter of Jax since, well, not since the very beginning, but since at least 2010, 2012.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've been a fan for a while. And I love his content. I think he's so funny. I mean, a lot of his content, you can say, is lazy because it works off of, what's posted online.
Yeah.
And,
viewers. Yeah.
But he's built that community.
Yeah.
And it's very, he does still add his own stuff. He'll laugh. He'll add his own jokes. It's whatever. It's what his brand is.
Yeah.
But her whole brand is freebooting content, not crediting creators, giving the most fucking nothing burger responses to things. And it's like, it's gotta come back on you at one point. Like, I don't care. And it's nothing about her being a woman. It is nothing about her being an attractive woman online. It is just her and how much she sucks. And the fact that she doxed him, posted his house on her Instagram story, and then is like, I don't even know how to dox. I don't know how to do that. I'm just a baby. Like, fuck you, dude.
I was just outside his house because
I was just goofing.
Goofing.
And the fact that, like, you want to sit outside his house, post his house while he's home to your fans, your crazy incel red-pilled fans.
Yep.
Like,
that's basically asking for them to attack him.
Yes, he is a smaller creator than her. He doesn't have as much of a following, and his wife is just normal. She has an everyday job that she goes to, and that is fucking insane that you would post a picture of his house. Absolutely. And then, well, he posted his address on Google. No, he didn't. And then somebody said that they find it funny, the comparison to, like, celebrities now to celebrities back then, specifically with, like, the Hollywood tours where you could go around and be like, well, that's Justin Bieber's house. Justin Bieber can afford security. Justin Bieber had a multi-million-dollar mansion. Of course you're gonna fucking know where he lives.
Yeah.
Paparazzi are outside of his house every single fucking day.
Yeah.
Jax Films and his wife Erin, they are just two people. He is he's a micro celebrity on the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
In a normal house, not in a gated community, he can't fucking afford to have some dude at his door all day long.
But also, even the celebrity thing, people don't tell you where they live anymore.
No.
Celebrities do not do that.
Or especially they have a fucking ghost house.
Yeah.
And they fuck off somewhere in the middle of the woods so you don't know where they are.
Like Taylor Swift.
Or they are in a gated community.
Or Taylor Swift. She has like fucking 50 houses.
Yeah, you never know where she is.
And she's Airbnb-ing. Have you seen her Airbnb-ing? Like her, basically Airbnb. Because she let Bradley Cooper and Gigi Hadid stay in her one house.
So she's Airbnb-ing to her rich friends that she knows.
Yes.
That'd be crazy if she just posted her, like, New York apartment on fucking Airbnb.
Honestly, that would slay. She did it at one point.
It would be very funny.
During, album songs, or like her listening party, she would let her fans into her house.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
But she probably also, like, I'm sure there's a screening that you had to go through and security there.
There were kids. There was people stealing soap, and she was like, "You don't have to steal my soap. I'll just give you some."
That's crazy.
She's something else.
You know, good for Taylor.
She did, however, have to stop those because someone invited other people. Like, you were given a private, like, address and stuff, and then people were sharing it. So
yeah, that's doxing.
That is doxing.
By the way. Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna save what was actually gonna come out of my mouth for off the podcast because I don't want to be doxed. But that's an hour 10. I feel like I just wanted to lightly touch on fucking Sniper Wolf because that's a crazy situation.
It is.
And the fact that YouTube's doing nothing about it. And they just keep fucking, like, the YouTube creators page just keeps posting like everything's fine because they think it's just going to be swept under the rug.
But they changed
their policy.
Yeah.
Which is insane. No matter if one of your biggest creators is doxing somebody, no matter what platform it's on, you have a responsibility to the community, to everybody, to your community, period.
Mm-hmm.
To make a stand against that, to say something against that.
Yep.
And if you're not going as far as demonetizing her channel, fucking say something.
Mm-hmm.
Pull some of her videos. Like,
literally.
I don't care.
Like,
don't put her on this pedestal when she is stealing content from other creators. But I know YouTube loves that.
They do.
Which fucking I hate YouTube anymore. And fucking, did you see that Elon Musk is test running the fucking $1 yearly charge for using Twitter in the Philippines?
Why?
Because he wants to make if you opt out of paying for Twitter, the only thing you're going to be able to do on there is read posts, like, and repost. I think I don't even think you're able to message people on Twitter.
What the?
Which, honestly, if this happens, might be great for us because I'll be off Twitter.
Yeah.
Because it's not even worth it being on there anymore because you can't even trust it as a news source.
BTS have slowly been making their way off Twitter, so
which they should be.
They moved to Instagram, and then they have their own social media, so I'm cool with that.
Like, I hate Instagram, honestly.
I do too.
I don't want to be on there.
No.
I don't, because then, like,
we're moving to Tumblr, baby.
But, like, even Tumblr, dude, you have to take so long to curate your page.
But I find it as a hobby.
Yeah, I don't wanna.
I know.
Because I've been, like, Twitter's been my thing for so long. And it's not even fucking Twitter anymore. And I hate Elon Musk, and I honestly wish he would die.
Yeah.
Like, I know that's bad for your karma, but I think I have done enough good in the world to outweigh wishing that a billionaire who ruins everything he touches fucking dies. Because that's what he deserves. And God would agree with me.
I know, I asked.
God, no, because it is in the Bible that you shouldn't it's basically in the Bible that you shouldn't hoard wealth.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't.
So,
and a camel in the eye of a needle, so.
Yeah, die perhaps, Elon Musk. That's my message to you.
You can't fit a camel in the eye of a needle, which is to say that you can't fit all your wealth and go to heaven. That's what it was.
Yeah.
That's what basically that means.
Yeah.
So you'll go to hell.
Give it away. And stop making Twitter so bad. Just give it back. Lose the money. I don't care. It's crazy to take one of the most, like, notable social media platforms,
rebrand it to nothing,
and rebrand it into the fucking ground.
And also, the rebrand isn't even good.
No, everybody hates it. Even people that have been dick riding Elon since the fucking beginning are starting to question him.
Yep.
Which is good. Keep doing that. Keep questioning him. You should always question things.
Mm-hmm.
Question Elon Musk. Question your government. Question yourself.
Yes. Don't become conspiracy theorists.
No.
Please?
Don't take it that far. But, like, you should criticize.
Yes.
Criticize the fact that Elon Musk has run Twitter into the ground. My Twitter notifs, I can't turn notifications on because I have so many fucking notifications sitting in there of just bot accounts that have tagged me in things.
Oh, I have none.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I have none.
I get so many notifications of being tagged in these things. It's like, check out my new profile. Check out my new profile. Look here for Bitcoin. Check out this. And I block every single one of the accounts when it comes up.
Oh?
It's ruined.
Yeah.
The Twitter experience is ruined. And then all the fucking verified users that suck. I'm getting stupid right-wing posts all over my page. I don't want to fucking see it.
Mm-hmm. It's all stupid now.
So stupid. It's a terrible app. It's a
our
terrible time to be alive.
Social media.
We should. Yeah. I think we could do it.
I did a little bit of web development.
Yeah, we could just
quote unquote web developer.
There's probably a YouTube video about it.
Yeah, we can look up
And
a
if not,
tutorial.
somebody's sponsored by somebody that'll help us.
Hell yeah.
We could do it.
Squarespace.
Squarespace, do you want to sponsor us?
Please, and we'll make a better website than Twitter.
You could be a part of it. You could take all the profits from it.
We don't even need the money, honestly.
I mean, we do kind of need the money.
Yeah.
Groceries are expensive, and you're a multi-million-dollar company, I'm assuming. You could take like 50% of the profit, though.
Yeah, we could do that.
We could work something out, baby. You and me, Pookie Bear.
Absolutely. We could work this out.
We could work this out. Hit me up. My DMs are not open, but they'll be open for you.
My DMs are open if you do need to do a business.
And I'm pretty sure our email is somewhere in our information.
Somewhere.
Either in the podcast. It's definitely linked in our YouTube video, our YouTube channel.
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
Okay.
How we feeling about ending there?
I think we're good.
1:15? Yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, bro.
Well, that has been another episode. Down. Make sure to, if you haven't listened to the other episodes, go ahead and listen to them. Some of them are great, some of them are not so great, but they're all us talking.
They're all there.
They are. That's something you can't argue with. They are all there, and they are all square.
Rectangular, I would say.
Rectangular, because your viewing field is usually rectangular, and your phone's a rectangle. But aren't all rectangles squares? Not all. No. All squares are rectangles. Not all rectangles are squares. Yeah, that's how it goes. Mm-hmm. It's been a while since I was in school.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Okie dokie.
Bye.
Bye.